back. So now that we actually have a picture ID available on our products inside Firebase, we can actually start using that and actually start showing the actual image for each product. Pretty much meaning that I want kind of in the next couple of lessons set up so that we can start showing an image per product right here next to the product. And that's kind of going to be the goal for the next couple of lessons. Now step one is figuring out how, when I have a product like this, how can I actually, using this picture ID, go and get the actual picture from the storage. So let's just start this lesson with using AngularFire 2 to just get a download URL for that specific picture. Now again, I'm inside AngularFire 2 and I'm in the storage area to talk about how we work with the storage. And if I scroll down right here, you'll notice this is how you download files. So we're going to use something like this, but I don't want to put it directly in the component, of course. I want this to be hidden in my service. So let's just jump back right here and jump into the file service. And in here, what I want to do is I want to add a new function called getFileURL. There we go. So that's kind of the name. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to go and get a file URL for a specific file. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to pass in the ID for the file, and that's pretty much it. Now notice the ID for the file is of course going to be this unique ID right here, or in this case, this unique ID right here, to kind of go and get that specific file from Fire storage. Sweet. So now we have that file. Now what do we need to do next? Well, if we go back to AngularFire 2, we can see you need to make a reference for the specific file you're looking for. Let's start there. Let's go in here and say this.storage.reference, and the reference I want to put in, the path that I want to look for, is picture products, because that's where my file resides, right? So if you go back to Fire storage, you'll see picture products. That's where my files reside. Sweet. Let's just jump back here. Now the final thing to identify the specific file is just to add the ID. So now I have the full path for my file. So let's just go back here and notice again in Firebase storage, you'll notice I have the full path now. It's /productpictures and then the name for the file that I want to download. And the final thing I need to do is pretty much just say get download URL, and then I actually have access to the actual download URL for this specific file. So it's not the file, it's a link for the file, right? Now, of course, I need this URL to be put somewhere, and first of all, you need to notice that the download URL is actually an observable. So we're back to the observable pattern, right? We need to use that here as well, because we don't know when the download URL is ready to be processed and returned to us, so that's why we're using the observable. It returns any right here, but I actually know it's a string in there, but let's just keep the any keyword for now, and we can look into changing it later on if we want to. So what does that mean? That means that if I go back to my service right now, I kind of want to return that observable, right? So I can use it somewhere else. So I'll do a return statement right here, and I'll return the storage ref get download URL. So now I have an observable that hopefully can give me a specific URL for this specific file we have available right here. So that's it for this lesson. Now we have a new service call available to go and get files from Firebase storage. See you next time. Have fun.